You want to expose that he cheated on his wife with a man?
20 other people that you're entertaining. Like, it's like, you know, just be open and honest about what it is.
Lori Harvey seems to have had enough of the Tinseltown 6 secrets, and she's recently spilled some shocking info about her stepfather, Steve Harvey, hinting that he had a part of freak-offs with none other than notorious music mogul Diddy. And just when you think things couldn't get any wilder, there's a rumor about the secret footage proving the tight bond between Steve and Diddy. Remember that family vacay in Italy? After which, everyone was buzzing with the speculation about Lori and Diddy's relationship. It seems like Lori was there as a cover and the music mogul was actually present on the yacht to play with Steve instead. You see, the presence of Steve on this trip with Lori and Diddy has been quite intriguing, with people asking many questions.
They were just out in the club a couple times.
And here's the thing. Lori now says she's been telling the truth since the start about her involvement with the music producer. Despite being seen together on numerous occasions, she denied any romantic involvement with Diddy. But you all know how it happens in the industry. Lori was a part of a bigger plot, and she was seemingly there for Diddy's fleeting pleasure, after which she moved on to her daddy. I mean, let's face it, folks. The talk about Diddy swinging both ways is no longer gossip. The music mogul has been using his position to sleep with famous men in exchange for some career advances. And now, people suspect that there's more to Steve and Diddy's relationship than meets the eye, given their mind-blowing careers in the entertainment industry. Thanks to Lori's revelations, there's now growing speculation that Steve could be part of a larger game orchestrated by Diddy. While it was initially suggested that Lori's romantic involvement with Diddy was the price Steve had to pay, it may look like he was eager to sell his own intimate parts for the music mogul's support.
But guess what you gotta do to grow? You just gotta do some more.
Well, Diddy is a smooth talker, and who wanted to get a generous bit of a fame pie more than Steve Harvey? Right, this man has been out there sharing the stories how he basically built his own career by hard work and relentless labor, but guess what? It looks like he just bent over Diddy for this, as Lil Rod, the man who exposed how wealth and fame are distributed in the industry, mentioned Mr. Combs promised to make sure that Mr. Jones wins Producer of the Year at the Grammys if he engaged in deal activities. Well, sounds like an easy deal for someone like Steve who strives to mint cash and fame no matter what. And guess the craziest part of the whole thing? He was ready to give his daughter to Diddy, but there came big shock. The music mogul wanted to have a party with the head of the Harvey family himself.
Now before red carpets, because I feel like I've done a lot of them. So it's more so fun for me now.
But here's the thing. It was all happening right in front of paparazzi cameras on Italy's Amalfi Coast. And Lori did play her part well. Eyewitnesses described intimate moments between Lori and Diddy, leaving no doubt there was something between them. He was whispering in her ear and kissing her cheek from time to time. She had her arm around him and was stroking his ear and kissing him. But in fact, Diddy simply played with this girl and then moved on to her father. I mean, who would say no to spending a few more steaming nights with Lori? Well, as sources claim, Diddy. Apparently, he got a shady deal with Steve Harvey and asked him to join his freak-offs as well.
He works, he gets enjoyment from that.
It all became evident when Diddy appeared unable to commit to a long-term relationship with Lori. Their alleged romance lasted for fleeting 3 months, leading to rumors that this girl was merely a smokescreen. Speculation even swirled that Lori might be providing cover for Diddy, particularly given long-standing rumors about his intimate preferences. Moreover, allegations regarding Diddy's real orientation have circulated for some time in the industry, with many people speaking on that matter. Even 50 Cent openly admitted that Diddy's parties weren't his scene, citing discomfort with the unconventional behavior. Look, if you're into that, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Each to his own. I'm just saying, this ain't my mother effing kind of party. It's uncomfortable. Also, Gene Deal, formerly Diddy's bodyguard, witnessed strange occurrences at Puffy's mansion, and he shared his ex-boss playing with different industry men.
Or he was doing some things with Diddy that he didn't want to really come out in that.
And here's another thought that makes the whole story legit. You might ponder why Steve Harvey would allow his precious daughter to associate with someone like Diddy, given his checkered romantic past. Let's not forget the legal fracas that ensued after Kessie sued Diddy. Kessie, who was in a decade-long relationship with Diddy, alleged that he would physically mistreat her.
Cassie, Diddy's ex, came forward with a big lawsuit claiming Diddy did all sorts of...
Apparently, this is not the kind of boyfriend you want for your daughter. But hey, we are talking about Steve Harvey, the man who values money over integrity. As many folks say, he wouldn't say no to a prosperous deal. As one person commented, not surprised. Steve Harvey seems like the type of dude that will do whatever it takes to climb the ladder. And another user added, Diddy needs a pretty beard. That's all those girls are. And the story goes even wilder after Steve's longtime nemesis Katt Williams laid it bare. The comedian shared how Diddy invited him to a party, a gesture he declined for his own sake. Although it may be hard to turn down $50 million, Katt was confident he didn't need such advances in his career, and he chose to uphold his integrity, both figuratively and literally.
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times.
But Hollywood is not like Katt, and people actually do freaky stuff to climb the ladder. As the comedian emphasized, his refusal to compromise his integrity, even in tempting situations, is what makes him different from the others. He recounted a scenario where P. Diddy invited him to parties, but he firmly declined, maintaining his principles. He suggested that Diddy may rely on coercion and manipulation in his tactics, and a lot of folks who have no talent can only rely on Diddy's support. But, as we already learned, the price is shocking. And who but Steve Harvey, the man with no particular talent, could use the generous offer? Amidst the swirling drama, Kat reminded the world that Steve has built his career on stealing jokes and ideas of other people.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark.
No wonder when there was no more material to steal, Steve made a useful connection with the music mogul. And while everyone believed the comedian offered his stepdaughter Lori as a price for Diddy's favors, in fact, it was him who joined the freak-offs. And if you do some research, folks, Steve cannot allow anything bad to happen to his precious daughter, and he was even reluctant to let Michael B. Jordan marry her. Of course, after Cassie's shocking stories, which apparently weren't news to the entertainment world, Steve would rather choose to do the freaky part of his deal with Diddy himself than jeopardize the safety and well-being of Lori.
And I'm in severe pain. I'm trying to make sure I'm okay.
While rumors abound about Lori's romantic escapades, which some attribute to Harvey's influence, it looks like the girl makes her own decisions in her dating life. I mean, she is a picky one, and her list of flames includes some gorgeous and young men like Michael B. Jordan and Diddy's son. And C, she doesn't associate with some old folks. So apparently, she was nothing more than a cover for her daddy during those romantic Italian vacation. And yet, some folks have noticed the shocking similarities to Cassie and Young Miami when watching the photos of Lori with Diddy.
Diddy and Lori Harvey, they're heating things up in Italy. Notice her arm is on the back of his chair.
In her lawsuit, Cassie disclosed that Diddy coerced her into wearing white polish, allegedly, to contrast her nails with the skin of the black men he hired to have intimacy with her. Additionally, fans observed Diddy employing the same thing with his ex, Young Miami. But as some people say, Young Miami was so naive and eager to make cash, she even enjoyed the whole relationship with the music mogul. And as for Lori, it's worth noting that she allegedly began dating Diddy following the tumult involving Cassie, but were they actually together? Or was it a cover? When you consider it, Steve could have done everything in his power to stop Lori from getting close to someone with such a troubled past if he really cared about her.
We could protect Lori at the house with them brothers.
Right.
Instead, as many people now suggest, he actually made a deal with Diddy and offered to participate in the freak-offs himself, rather than putting his precious Lori through this nightmarish experience. Now, fans speculated about the truth about Diddy and Steve's arrangement. As one person commented, all women buying Steve book because of what? Women, trust me, us real men are still around. And another user added, Diddy is a bad dude, doing the father, mother, and daughter. It's a shame. Apparently, Steve Harvey's wealth and influence was achieved by some creepy methods. And if that's true, his reputation will be in ruins before he can do anything. But folks, what do you think about all this? Could Steve Harvey be a part of Diddy's freak-off parties? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other videos.